Good evening, students. All of you listen now. We will discuss some more concepts in continuity. Look at. Suppose a function is defined like this. Look at. For tomorrow's exam, I will discuss some more concept. Limit f of x is defined like this. Two power x minus x power n into sin x divided by 1 plus x power n. Look at. Suppose a function is defined like this. Function is defined like this. So, for what values of x function will be, how the function will be, how to write means, this is just like a power n. This is just like a power n. I am defining, look at. Suppose, depending on the value of x function will be, suppose x lies between 0 to 1. A power n means how we will define? When a lies between 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means, 0 to 1 means this x power n. This is a number between 0 to 1. This will tend to 0 as n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity, depending on the value of x, its value will be. If it is lying between 0 to 1, it will tend to 0. Then limit will become, I am writing, look at, limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity, 2 power x, this term will become 0 divided by 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0, that means this function will become, this will become 0, this will become 0. That means 2 power x divided by 1 plus 0. There is no value of n. That means f of x will be equal to 2 power x when x lies between 0 to 1. Next definition we will give when a equal to 1. When a equal to 1, substitute here, this will become 1. X power n is 1. By defining 1, then you have to apply limit. So this will become 1, this will become 1. So this will become, when x equal to 1, x power n will become 1. So limit n tends to infinity, 2 power x minus sin x divided by 1 plus 1. That means this definition will come out 2 power x, there is no n, minus sin x divided by 2. When x equal to 1, function definition is 2 power x minus sin x divided by 2. Next, when x greater than 1. When x greater than 1, x power n will tends to infinity. This a number greater than 1 to the power infinity. Greater than 1 to the power infinity, that will become infinity. In that case, for finding the limit, what we will do is, limit n tends to infinity. This is becoming infinity. X power n we will take common. Okay. X power n I am taking common. 2 power x divided by x power n minus that term which is becoming infinity, we will take common. X power n into 1 by x power n plus 1. X power n cancel. So now this is 2 power x divided by infinity. This will become 0. 0 minus sin x divided by 0 plus 1. That means limit value will be minus sin x. Minus sin x. That means function definition will be, look at, equals to when x lies between 0 to 1. When x lies between 0 to 1, 2 power x. 2 power x when x equal to 1. When x equal to 1, definition is what? This is the one. Right? X equal to 1 means here I am substituting x equal to 1. That means 2 minus sine 1 divided by 2. Or you can write this one itself. X equal to 1 means just x equal to 1, you substitute only 1 point. Now x greater than 1. X greater than 1 definition is what? Minus sin x. This is actually definition. 0 to 1, this is the definition of this limit will become this. When x equal to 1, this is the definition. When x greater than 1, this is the definition. He will ask the questions like this. Look at. He will ask the questions like this. F of 4 equal to dash. F of 4 equal to dash. 4 is where? So here 4 is minus sine 4. Minus sine 4. Next, second question. Suppose limit extends to 1 plus f of x equal to dash. What is defined for x greater than 1 here? X greater than 1 is what? This is nothing but minus sine 1. So suppose he will ask limit extends to 1 minus f of x equal to dash. 1 minus f of x means what? 1 minus is where here. That means this is nothing but what? 2. So f is continuous or not at x equal to 1. Discontinuous at x equal to 1. Discontinuous at x equal to 1. If this is asked directly, you know, x power n means when x equal to 1, it will be discontinuous. Suppose if we ask the limit extends to 1 plus, limit extends to 1 minus, I have written the function. Instead of writing like this, there is alternate method to find this limit. Look at limit extends to 1 plus. Directly I will find out without writing all these things. This is complete definition of f of x. Suppose by using this I have written. Suppose directly I have to write limit extends to 1 plus f of x. F of x, that means x is greater than 1. When x is greater than 1, how to find this? Limit n tends to infinity, 2 power n minus, look at, when x is greater than 1, this will become infinity. Divided by 1 plus, this will become what? When x is greater than 1, it will become infinity. It will become infinity. So infinity by infinity. So when it is becoming like this infinity, we will take x power n common. X power n common. Divided by x power n, we will take common. So now look at 2 power x divided by 2 power x divided by 2 power x divided by what? Infinity. That is 0. That means this is what I am writing is f of x. What I am writing is f of x. That means f of x is nothing but this will become 0 minus sin x divided by 1. That means f of x is this. So now after finding f of x, limit extends to 1 plus f of x is nothing but minus sin 1. Like that also you can find out directly. Limit extends to 1 plus means for x greater than 1. For x greater than 1, first write f of x. That means this will become infinity. This will become infinity. X power n take common. Find the limit. This will become 0. This is minus sin x divided by 1. That means f of x will become what? For x greater than 1 minus sin x. That means limit extends to 1 plus f of x is what? Limit extends to 1 plus minus sin x. That means minus sin 1. Suppose you have to find left limit directly. Look. We have to find left limit directly by using here. That means x tends to 1 minus means x is less than 1. We will write the definition for x less than 1. X less than 1 definition will be, it lies between 0 to 1. That means this will become 0. 2 power x minus 0 divided by this. That means limit n tends to infinity, 2 power x is what? 2 power x. That means when x less than 1, f of x definition is what? This. That means limit x tends to 1 minus f of x is nothing but limit x tends to 1 minus 2 power x. That means this is nothing but 2. This is nothing but 2. Like that directly also we can find out. Just particular 1 plus greater than 1 f of x is what you define. And then after finding f of x, you write limit x tends to 1 minus f of x. That is when the limit is defined like this. Next problem. Look at next problem. Suppose another problem of this model. Look at. Given f of x like this, limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. X square plus ax plus b plus x power 2n into 2x square plus x plus b divided by 1 plus x power 2n. Function is defined like this. Limit n tends to infinity. This one is, it is given that continuous for all x belongs to R. For all x belongs to R, find A comma B. Look at this question. Is continuous for all x belongs to R. For all x belongs to R, you have to find A and B. Look at this question. Actually, this f of x will have discontinuities actually when x square equal to 1. Look at which points you have to apply the condition. Look at x square equal to 1. There is possibility of discontinuities. I told when a power n is there, when x square equal to 1, that means x equal plus or minus 1, there will be discontinuities. But actually given what? At these points also function is continuous. For all x belongs to R means at these points also it will be continuous. That means write the continuity definition at x equal to 1. Continuity at x equal to 1. Continuous at x equal to 1. Right? That means limit x tends to 1 plus f of x equal to limit x tends to 1 minus f of x equal to f of 1. Equal to f of 1. Now look at this is x greater than 1. This means what? X less than 1. X less than 1. Now look at. So if x greater than 1, this x square to the power n will become infinity. This x square to the power n, when x greater than 1, this will become infinity. That means infinity divided by infinity. You will get infinity. In that case, what we will do, x power 2n we will take common. For evaluating this limit, what I am doing is, limit n tends to infinity, x power 2n I am taking common. Whenever it will become infinity, you take common. X square plus ax plus b divided by x power 2n plus 2x square plus x plus b. This for this limit divided by x power 2n. X power 2n you take common, 1 by x power 2n plus 1. Cancel this. So next, limit extends to 1 minus. Limit extends to 1 minus means, for this one look at x less than 1 means this will become 0. That means this will become, this is limit extends to 1 plus. This I will evaluate and will write. Limit extends to 1 plus f of x is this. Right? F of x is what? This limit extends to 1 plus f of x I am evaluating. This, as it is becoming infinity, I have taken common. So limit extends to 1 minus f of x. F of x is what? Limit n tends to infinity. This will become 0. Divided by this will become 0, 1. This. So this is limit extends to 1 minus f of x. Now f of 1 means what? Here you substitute 1. In f of x you substitute 1, x equal to 1, then what it will become? If x equal to 1, 1 plus a plus b, this will be 1, 2 plus 1 plus b divided by 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. Now look at this limit, what you are getting. So when n tends to infinity, this will become 0. This will become 0. That means limit extends to 1 plus 2x square plus x plus b divided by this will become 0. 1 equals to limit extends to 1 minus. So this is x square plus ax plus b equals to what you are getting here. So a plus 2b plus a plus 2b plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. So that means this limit is, if you substitute 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus b equals to, if you substitute 1 here, what you are getting, this is 1 plus a plus b. This equals to a plus 2b plus 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. Equate this to this, what you are getting, equate this to this. If this equal to this, a equal to 3 minus 1, that means 2. So a equal to 2. A equal to, right? So a equal to 2. So then correct only 1 plus a plus b. Okay now. So then the equate this to this, what you will get? Equate this to this, 2 plus 2a plus 2b equal to a plus 2b plus 4. So what you are getting? 2b cancel. So a equal to 2. So first equation gives a equal to 2. Okay now. What we have written? Continuous at x equal to 1. Continuous at x equal to 1. Similarly at x equal to minus 1 we will write, look at. Similarly at x equal to minus 1. At x equal to minus 1 I am writing, look at x equal to minus 1. Similarly, if you apply the limit, x equal to minus 1 means minus 1 plus minus 1 minus f of minus 1. Similarly, just so same thing will be there. Look at limit extends to just minus 1 plus you write same thing. Look at minus 1 plus same common like this only. Same na, minus 1 plus means x will be greater than minus 1. X will be greater than minus 1 means this will become infinity. We will take common. This only you will get as it is. Right? So this is x less than 1. X less than 1 means this will become 0. X square will be less than 1. This will become 0, 0. The same thing you will get. Here minus 1 you have to substitute first. Minus 1 you substitute in this. That means 1 minus a plus b. This is 1. X square will be what? If x is minus 1, this is 1. So plus 2 minus a plus b divided by 2. Change will be this only. So that means if you substitute, this will become 0. If you substitute minus 1 here, 2 minus 1 plus b divided by 1, this will become 0. Equal to, if you substitute minus 1 minus x less than minus 1. Minus 1 if you substitute, what you will get? 1 minus a plus b minus a plus b equals to 3 minus 2a plus 2b divided by 2. Divided by 2. A you got 2. So that means this is 1 plus b equal to plus b. So what you will get? 1 plus b. So that means you will get a equal to so 1 cancel, 1 cancel, b equals to so 0 equal to minus a. That means a is what? 0. A is what? 0. So next, if you equate this to this, 1 minus a plus b equal to 3 minus 2a plus 2b by 2. If a equal to 0, what happens? 1 plus b equals to a equal to 0 means 3 plus 2b divided by 2. That means you will get 2 plus 2b equals to 2 plus 2b equals to 3 plus 2b. That means you are getting 2 equal to 3. That means what? So in the first case you got a equal to 2. In the second case you got what? A equal to 0 and b you are not getting any value. That means A is null set, B is null set. That means there will be no value of A and B such that this function will be continuous for all x belongs to R. So A is null set, B is null set. First case you got A equal to 2. Second case what you got? A equal to 0. That means there is no common value for both to be equal. That means A is null set, B is null set. That is the answer. There are no values of A and B. Suppose you got A equal to 2 here. First case is what? A equal to 2. Then B you will get here. That value. So that means null set answer. So look it. We will go to the next concept. Very important concept. Already we have discussed this step function is there. Look, is discontinuous. Step x is discontinuous at all integer values generally. At all integer values of x. At all integer values of x. This step x will be discontinuous at all integer values of x. Next, step x is continuous at all non-integer values of x. Non-integer values of x. Non-integer values of x. So look at it. I have told already. So suppose x equal to n is an integer. What is the right limit at this point? Limit extends to n plus step x. This will be what? N. What is left limit at this point? Limit extends to n minus step x. This is what? N minus 1. And f of n is what? F of n means, here substitute n. These three will not be equal. Look at, this is n, this is n minus 1, this is n. That means these three are what? Not equal. That means step x will be generally discontinuous at all integer values of x. Step x will be continuous at all non-integer values of x. Suppose you take x equal to 2. Limit extends to 2 plus step x is what? 2. At 2, suppose we are checking. Limit extends to 2 minus step x is what? 1. And f of 2 is what? F of x is step x. This is what? Step 2 is 2. Look at these three. These three will not be equal. 2, this is 1, this is 2. So therefore at any integer values of x, step x will be discontinuous. Suppose if you take non-integer, if you take root 2 plus step x. Root 2 plus means what? This is 1.414. Just greater than root 2 means what you will get? 1.414. Just greater than that you will get 1.41 something. That means this is 1. Limit extends to root 2 minus step x. Just less than 1.414. That means just less than 1.414 means 1.40 like that you will get. That means this is what? 1. F of root 2. What you will get? Step of root 2. This is step of 1.414. That means look at all the three. All the three will be equal. The main point is this will be discontinuous at all integer values of x. this will be continuous at all non-integer values of x. Look at find, suppose if we ask like this, number of discontinuities of number 1 step x in -2, 2 -2, 2. So look at step x. What are the integer values of x? Plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1, 0. So what you have to write is discontinuous at x equal. Don't write left integer. If the left one is an integer, don't write that. That means -1, 0, 1, 2. Don't write -2 because at -2 only left limit must be calculated. At this it will be continuous. -2 plus if you calculate what you will get for this one, just greater than -2. That means -1.999. Step is what? -2. F of -2 is what? -2. These both will be equal. That means continuous. Here no need to calculate all the three because this is left hand point of the domain. There we have to calculate only right limit. That is what -2. F of -2 what you got -2. These both are equal. That means at this point it will be what? Continuous. At the remaining points, remaining integers are there it will be discontinuous. Like this 3 you will get, they will not be equal. They will not be equal. If step x is there, if an interval is there, if left hand point is an integer, at that point it will be continuous. At the remaining integers it will be what? Discontinuous. Suppose the question is asked like this. Step x in -5/2, 5/2. Suppose in this interval you have to write the discontinuities. This is non-integer only. That means in between integers, what are those? This is -2.5 to -2.5 to 2.5. That means -2, 0, 1, 2. -2, 0, 1, 2. Here at -2 it will be discontinuous because -2 will be inside this interval. Here -2 is left hand point in that interval. That's why it is continuous at that point because right limit and this value will be equal. Like that, whenever step x is there, it will be discontinuous at integer value of x. At integer value of x. Suppose look at step of sin x. You have to check at x equal to pi by 4. At x equal to pi by 4. At x equal to pi by 4. For convenience, what we will take is, let us say this sin x is capital X. This sin x is capital X. We will convert into step x always. Sin x. Right? At x equal to pi by 4, at x equal to pi by 4, capital X is what? 1 by root 2. So at x equal to pi by 4, this is step of capital X. What is capital X? 1 by root 2. Therefore, at capital X equal to 1 by root 2, step x is what? Discontinuous. Therefore, non-integer, this is non-integer. That means at this value, step x will be what? Continuous. Step x will be continuous. Just whatever the function is there at a particular point is asking, you take that as capital X. Capital X equal to sin x. That means this value is pi by 4. This is what? 1 by root 2. That means step x at capital X equal to 1 by root 2. It will be what? Continuous. Suppose if he asks like this, look at step of sin x at x equal to 0. Observe this carefully. step of sin x at a particular point. At a particular point, I will take capital X equal to sin x this. Right? Then this will become step of capital X. Capital X is what? Sin x. So this will become what? X equal to 0. Capital X equal to 0. Capital X equal to 0. That means checking this at x equal to 0 is equal to checking step of capital X continuity at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, you have to check this is integer now. That means I am checking, look at limit extends to 0 plus capital X is what? X is just greater than 0. Limit is what? 0. Limit extends to 0 minus step x is what? 0 minus step x is what? X is just less than 0. This limit is minus 1. Therefore, discontinuous. Why? Because this capital X is integer. At integer, this will be what? Discontinuous. This will be discontinuous. Or otherwise, you calculate like this. Here, limits you calculate. Both limits, what you are getting, they are not equal. Therefore, it is what? Discontinuous. Suppose take another example. Another interesting example you see here. At x equal to 0. Suppose I am checking tan square x at x equal to 0. Same way I am taking like this. Capital X, where capital X equal to tan square x. So if x equal to 0, capital X is what? 0. Now look at, this is an integer, this is an integer. Capital X whole square this is. Okay, no problem. Capital X, where capital X is tan square x. Now look at, capital X, you got capital X equal to 0. This is integer. Actually, it must be what? It must be discontinuous. But interestingly, if you calculate, limit extends to 0 plus. So look at, limit extends to 0 plus. Wait, here you take like this. Look at, wait. Here, instead of taking like this, you take, you will understand clearly. Where capital X equal to tan x you take. Only tan x. Then explanation will be easy. So capital X equal to 0. This you got. Anything is same now. I have taken tan x equal to capital X. This is capital X square. Capital X equal to 0. Now check this. Limit extends to 0 plus step of x square. X square. X is just greater than 0. 0.00001. This capital X square will be what? 0.000001. That means step x will be what? 0. Limit capital X tends to 0 minus capital X square. Capital X square. When x is just less than 0, that means minus 0.0001. Minus 0.001 whole square is what? That is also 0 point something. This is what? 0. So f of 0. F of 0 value is what? Here capital X equal to 0. That means 0. 3 what? 3 what you got? All the 3 are equal. Therefore continuous. Continuous. Why? Because here capital X, step of capital X is there. If capital X is there at x equal 0, it will be what? Discontinuous only. But here what is there? Capital X square is there. In that case, you need to check these limits. Directly capital X is there means directly you can write. It is discontinuous. But capital X is not there. Capital X square is there here. In any case other than capital X, you directly find the limits at capital X equal 0 right limit, capital X equal 0 left limit, and then f of capital X equal 0, f of 0 value. If these 3 are equal, continuous. If these 3 are not equal, discontinuous. That is how to check any function is given in step at x equal some point. Look at suppose another mode. Step of sin x plus cos x at x equal to pi by 4. Look at this one. Capital X, capital step of sin x plus cos x at x equal to pi by 4. Now for convenience I am taking capital X. Capital X equal to sin x plus cos x. Now if x equal to pi by 4, 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. What is it? 2 by root 2. That means root 2 which is not an integer. Which is not an integer. Therefore, step of capital X at non-integer value of x is what? It will be continuous. It will be continuous. If non-integer is there, it will be what? Continuous. If integer is there, it will be what? Discontinuous. Directly step of capital X is there here. That means it will directly what? Continuous. So like this, at a single point is given, you can directly check. Suppose it is given like this. Step of f of x, one function is given in an interval. In an interval. Suppose you have to check continuity of step of f of x in an interval. Wait a minute, I will adjust. Look at continuity of step of f of x in an interval. This is very important for advanced models. Look at the generally step of f of x is discontinuous at values of x for which f of x is integer. F of x is integer. That means if you substitute a value of x such that this f of x will become an integer, at those points step of f of x will be discontinuous. Suppose take an example. Find, follow carefully, very easy. Discontinuities of step of x square in the interval. He will give like this, minus 2 comma 2. Minus 2 comma 2. Right? So look at this function will be continuous if you take any x value in this and substitute in place of x. This will be discontinuous when x square is an integer. When x square is an integer. Look at how we will proceed with this is, we will take this as capital X. We will take this as capital X. Capital X equal to x square. Capital X equal to x square. Take this capital X, convert into basic form and take this capital X square. Now capital X values you have to find out. Small x values where are given? Minus 2 to 2. Find capital X values where they lie. If x lies between minus 2 and 2, where x square lies? X square lies in the interval 0 to 4. Look at, you square all the values between minus 2 and 2. Minimum value what you will get 0. Maximum value what you will get 0. That means capital X lies between 0 to 4. That means capital X is x square. Capital X lies in the interval 0 to 4. Right? Now this is step of capital X. where capital X is lying 0 to 4. That means step of capital X is discontinuous at integer values of capital X in this. Capital X equal to don't take first integer, right? At first integer it will be continuous. Left hand point is an integer, na? That means capital X equal to what are the other integers in except 0? What are the integers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be discontinuous at integers in this interval 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what is capital X? It will be discontinuous equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. That means x square equal to 1 means plus or minus 1 plus or minus root 2 plus or minus root 3 comma 2. That means at these points, step of x square will be discontinuous. Look at, you substitute 1, x square will become what? Integer 1 minus 1 x square is what? 1 integer. Root 2 you substitute, root 2 whole square is what? 1 integer. Like that for all these values, this x square will become integer. This x square will become integer. Just any function is given, you take capital X. Capital X equal to x square. Where capital X lies? If small x lies in the interval, capital X lies where you calculate. That means if you find this capital X interval, you take integers in that interval. After finding capital X, you can easily calculate what is small x square. So at these values, it will be discontinuous. Whenever step of f of x is given and an interval is given, proceed like this. Suppose take another example. Suppose step of sin x belongs to 0, 2 pi. 0, 2 pi. Look at this. 0, 2 pi. In this interval, where are the discontinuities? You have to check out. So I am taking this capital X. Capital X equal to sin x. Now x lies in the interval 0 to 2 pi. If x lies in the interval 0 to 2 pi, sin x lies where? Sin x minimum value is 1, maximum value is 1. That means capital X, this is capital X. Right? Capital X lies in the interval minus 1, 1. So that means in this, what are the integers? So discontinuous at sin x equal to, in this, that capital X equals to 0, 1. Don't take left integer, minus 1. That means capital X is what? Sin x equal to 0, 1. In 0 to 2 pi, sin x equal to 0 means what you will get? Sin x equal to 0. You will get x equal to 0, pi, 2 pi. 0, pi, 2 pi. At where you will get sin x equal to 1? In 0 to 2 pi. These are all discontinuities. For that function. Just after calculating sin x values, you can write what are those angles. Suppose take another problem. Look at it. Suppose you need to calculate for discontinuities of very important mode. Sin x plus cos x. Sin x plus cos x. X is lying in this interval 0, 2 pi. 0, 2 pi. Look at it. x is lying in this interval 0 to 2 pi. So now capital X you take. Sin x plus cos x you take. Right? Now we have the formula. We have the formula. F of x equal to a sin x. In trigonometry we have learned a sin x plus b cos x plus c. Minimum value. You have to calculate where this lies means minimum value is c minus root of a square plus b square. Minimum value is what? C minus root of a square plus b square. Maximum value is root of, first we have to find where capital X lies. That means for this function minimum value is a equal to 1, b equal to 1, c equal to 0. Root of, so minus root of 1 plus 1 root 2. 0 minus root of 1 plus 1. Maximum value. This is 0 plus root 2. That means for capital X minimum value is minus root 2. Maximum value is root 2. Maximum value is root 2. That means always it lies in the interval minus root 2 to root 2. Right? Capital X lies between this and this. What are the integers? Now capital X lies in this interval. What are the integers? This is minus 1.414 to 1.414. What are the integers? Minus 1, 0, 1. Minus 1, 0, 1. Only integers are what in between this and this. Yet these capital X step X will be discontinuous. That means what is this? Sin x plus cos x equal to plus or minus 1 comma 0. Plus or minus 1 comma 0. First I am taking sin x plus cos x equal to 0. Equal to 0. That means bring that side. Tan x is what? This implies minus cos x. Tan x is what? Minus 1. In 0 to 2 pi means tan x is negative. X lies in quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. One angle is what? Pi plus pi by 4. Quadrant 3 angle 2 pi minus pi by 4. Quadrant 4 angle pi plus pi by 4. Third quadrant 2 pi minus pi by 4. Fourth quadrant. That means what are the values? You will get 5 pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4. So these are two discontinuities. Then sin x plus cos x equal to plus or minus 1. You take that one. Plus or minus 1. I am squaring on both sides. I am squaring on both sides equal to 1. That means this is nothing but sin square x plus cos square x 1. 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. Sin 2x, this is 1. That means 2 sin x cos x equal to 0. This will give you sin x equal to 0. Sin x equal to 0 in 0 to 2 pi is what? 0, pi, 2 pi. These are three values. And then cos x equal to 0. Cos x equal to 0. Where cos x equal to 0, all odd multiples of pi by 2. Pi by 2 comma 3 pi by 2. Pi by 2 comma 3 pi by 2. That means how many discontinuities are there? Number of discontinuities equals to how many? Look at 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. How many points? 7 discontinuities are there. Like that. Last problem. Take the last problem. Very important. Find number of discontinuities of step of 4 plus 3 sin x. 4 plus 3 sin x in open 0 comma pi. Open 0 comma pi. Look at, very important problem. Look at. So same, this is, you will take capital X, step of capital X, where capital X equal to 4 plus 3 sin x. 4 plus 3 sin x. Now x is given between 0 to pi. Look at here. X is given 0 to pi. Where this capital X lies, you have to calculate. If x lies in this interval, sin x values where they lie. If x lies in open 0 to pi, if you look at sin x graph will be like this. Look at 0 to pi means this is the one. Open 0, this will not be there, this will not be there. Right? Sin x graph is this, where the range lies between 0 to 1. 0 will not be there because 0 pi are not included. So therefore 0 will not be there and 0 to 1 will be there. That means 0 less than sin x. Sin x lies, don't write between minus 1 and 1 because it is given 0 to pi. Right? Only sin x lies between 0 open and closed 1 because 0 is not there, pi is not there. 0 open and at pi by 2 it will become 1. That means it will lie between 0 and 1. That means sin x lies between 0 and 1. What you need? 4 plus 3 sin x. This I am multiplying with, this I am multiplying with 3. 3. Now add 4. Add 4. That means 4 plus 3 sin x lies between 4 and 7. Between 4 and 7. That means this is nothing but capital X. This is nothing but capital X. Therefore, capital X will lie between 4 and 7. Now, what are the integers in this interval? 5. Between, not 4 included, na? 5, 6, 7. That means it will be discontinuous when capital X equal to 5, capital X equal to 6, capital X equal to 7. That means capital X is what? Now you try to find out. Capital X equal to 5. That means in this case sin x is what? Sin x is what? Sin x is nothing but 5 minus 4, 1 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3. This value you don't know, but how many values? But how many, for x, how many values? Sin x is positive. Look, sin x is positive. So how many values will be there? In first quadrant, one angle. In second quadrant, one angle. Two values. Similarly, capital X equal to 6. Equal to 6. That means sin X is nothing but 6 minus 4. 2 by 3. Again, sin X is positive. In quadrant 1, one angle. Quadrant 2, one angle. So, for this, how many values? For X, 2 values. So, now capital X equal to 7 you take. Capital X equal to 7. You will get sin X equal to 1. Equal to 1 means only one angle. X is 5 by 2. Only. At this 5 by 2, this is. At this it will become 1. Only one value. One value of X. So therefore, how many values? 2 values plus 2 values plus 1 value. So that means number of discontinuities. He will ask number of discontinuities equal to 5. Look at one shortcut I will tell about this. Everybody must remember this. Look at number of discontinuities of formula you have to remember. Look at number of discontinuities of remember this n plus p sin x is answer formula is 2p minus 1. 2p minus 1 here where n belongs to n is natural number. So n is natural number and p is prime. And p is prime. Look at, instead of doing all these things, what I have given, look at this formula. 4 plus 3 sin x, right? N equal to 4, p is prime 3, right? So this 3 is there, that you must take. P, the answer is what? 2 into 3 minus 1, that is 5. That only you got. Suppose it is asked like this. 7 plus 5 sin x. What is the answer? 2 into 5 minus 1. That means 9 is the answer. Remember this formula, very important. Procedure is doing like this. So whenever it is given, 2p minus 1 is the answer. Okay, thank you all of you. Monday papers discuss చేస్తాం. Solve చేయండి, డౌట్స్ పోస్ట్. Thank you all of you.